In today's video, we're going to cover how to get your first 100 sales on Facebook Marketplace as fast as possible. Now, this will be a simple 6-step plan to get you from where you are now to 100 sales fast. The first thing that you need to do to get the ball rolling as fast as possible is to list consistently. Not only does the Facebook Marketplace algorithm seem to favor consistency, but at the end of the day, a lot can be simplified down to a numbers game. The more listings that you have up, the more potential chance you have to make sales. The reason some accounts average 50 sales per day and some accounts average just 1 or 2 sales comes mainly down to the amount of products that each have up. The daily listing limit on a personal Facebook Marketplace account is 150 per day. So list as much as you can, as much as possible, every single day. Assuming that you're picking half decent products, your pictures and your descriptions are half decent, and your prices aren't astronomically higher than everybody else's, you're gonna get more sales simply by having more fishing poles in the water. Also, by listing as close to that 150 mark every single day, you're also building a moat around your business and other sellers, because the longer and more consistently you do it for, the longer it's gonna take them to catch you. And if you never stop and you continue to do it consistently, they never will. Now that you're listing as many products as possible daily, you want to start adding well-researched products into the mix also. The products you list are everything. Great products are going to equal great results, and mediocre products are going to equal mediocre results. There's many ways to do product research. Also be studying what's working for other people as well. That means hop on Facebook Marketplace as a buyer. Look around, see what's suggested to you, see what the buyer experience is like. Research your competitors, see what they're listing and what seems to be working for them, and then replicate that and test it for yourself. You shouldn't necessarily model your competitors, but you can take the best parts of their business and implement them into your own. A good example of something that I learned recently by doing this was live selling videos. Facebook has really been pushing these live selling videos lately, and since I don't have any inventory personally as a dropshipper, and I can't really create videos selling to my audience that I've built on a Facebook page, I instead try to put my own spin on this and innovate. I was able to set up 2 deals with micro influencers that already had experience with these live selling videos to their audiences. I sent them a sample of one of my best-selling products that I thought would fit their audience, and they agreed to show it in their next video. For every sale that they made and sent me, I sent them a commission for it, almost like an affiliate. Now, the honest truth is it didn't go as well as I hoped it would, but we did make a few sales. So the proof of concept is there, and in my opinion, this could really blow up with the right product to the right influencer. But I would have never thought to test this if I wasn't browsing Facebook as a buyer and realized that live selling videos were really being pushed hard by Facebook. On the other hand, a poor example of something that I realized didn't work so well was the $+ expensive shipping strategy. So I saw a few shops doing this and I thought I would test it myself. And after several weeks of split testing, I realized that it wasn't that effective and just kind of ended up pissing most buyers off. So hop on Marketplace a few times a week as a buyer and see how the experience has changed. What is Facebook suggesting and what are they pushing? And how can you use it to your advantage in your own business? They're constantly updating things, so continue to stay up to date and continue to see what's working. Now, another thing that you want to do is you want to respond to customer messages at least once per day. I believe that responsiveness plays a big part in your sales. I don't have any data on this honestly, and it doesn't appear to be something that Facebook actually measures when you look at your metrics, but I still believe it matters a lot. I've seen the more responsive that I am to messages consistently, the better my sales tend to be overall. And this actually makes a lot of sense. Facebook wants the buyer experience to be great on their platform. And if customers are sending messages to sellers that are taking days to respond, or really those sellers are never even responding, it's obviously going to impact the buyer experience negatively. So it's not crazy to think that Facebook would be measuring this and rewarding sellers that are more responsive with higher rankings and more product visibility. On top of that, Facebook is the only platform where buyers can actually message you for a product in real time. So you also want to be super responsive because you want to answer any questions that customers might have while they're in that impulse buyer mindset. The longer that they have to wait for a response, the less chance that you have to actually make a sale. This doesn't mean that you have to be super anal about responding to every single message that comes in immediately, but it does mean that you should be cognizant of it and make an effort to be more responsive. I simply respond to messages one time every day in the mornings and sometimes another time at night if they back up. I have scripted templates that I use to respond to almost 99% of messages, and the other ones that are more specific I respond to personally. The next thing that you want to do is you want to check your metrics daily. This is what Facebook is using to measure and see see if you're a good seller or not. So they obviously matter a lot. Make sure that you're focused on improving them as much as possible and you're staying above the necessary thresholds in each category. Finally, it's super simple, but be kind to everyone, all right? And make sure that you remain professional when dealing with customers in all messages and all correspondence. Trust me, there are plenty. It doesn't matter the e-commerce business, there are plenty of customers that I want to curse out on a daily basis, and plenty of customers on Facebook that I just want to block. But the more you do that, the more you will see that you will struggle. Not only will that result in potential chargebacks, which you can't win typically, but it will also result in marketplace suspensions due to unhappy customers that report you, and then you'll also get dinged with reviews on top of that. Don't get me wrong, reviews aren't the be-all end-all if you have a lot of them, but they certainly matter. I can tell you firsthand across several different accounts that the accounts with the higher ratings and the more amount of reviews with like a higher review count are the best by far. Reviews matter, both in social proof and orchestrating buyer trust with your profile, but also in how much product visibility you get. We already know that Amazon does this when measuring competitors against each other, so it would make a lot of sense if Facebook did it too. So there you have it. There's 6 simple steps that you can take immediately to get your first 100 sales on Facebook Marketplace.